Hello there everybody, Johnny here bringing you an episode of my Vainglory gameplay. Hello everybody, this is update 1.18 and I wanted to share with you a casual match that I played recently, a solo casual match, and I was playing Vox. You know Vox, one of my favorite characters, heroes rather, and I wanted to see how strong CP Vox would be in this update. I know I showed you a video of my Battle Royale matches featuring Vox, and already I was building CP there. And I kind of wanted to see how it would fare in a normal match. So here it is. I am playing Vox in the lane. I'm very thankful to my team who actually was willing to, you know, take up the other positions while I play lane. This is not a party, by the way. It's just, you know, they were okay with doing roam and stuff like that. So okay, I'm gonna go with CP Vox because it's really a good chance for me to see how it is. Now, although we do end up winning this match, I know spoilers, right? We do end up winning this match. I am actually going to talk about what is bad about CP Vox now. I know many of you probably have tried CP Vox already, and you probably think he's much stronger than the previous update, and that is true. However, there must be a certain way to build him in order for you to really unleash the potential of the CP Vox. And I'm going to show you here in this video a negative, not exactly a negative, it's not exactly terrible, it's just a less efficient way of building a CP Vox, which I did because I only after reviewing my game did I realize that, you know, this could have went so much better if I built something else. But let's take one step at a time and let's just focus on the match right now. As you can see, I'm also up against another Vox. This is a good time for you to see Weapon versus Crystal Vox. I must say Weapon Vox is still as strong as usual, but of course CP Vox is all the talk nowadays. We're all talking about how CP Vox has changed and how much stronger he is now. But yeah, so Weapon Vox is still, by any means, still very, very strong in terms of single target damage. His bounce resonant damage, probably not as much as previously. So, okay, so here we are. We are just gonna go do some farming. My jungle consists of a fortress and a glaive. The fortress and glaive being a very aggressive comp, they do occasionally try to you know, invade the enemy jungle, go for fights and stuff like that. They're not really scared of fights, but I am scared of Taka because Taka can just jump on you, man. So I just want to make sure that I keep my distance. As you can see, we're fighting over here. We're split now. We decided to go for the Vox. And if we can't get the Vox, it's okay. We're gonna try to get the lane. Can we get the Vox? I think we were able to. Fortress being Fortress, he gets a lot of kills this match. That's all I'll say. Taka right over here, he's going around the wall. So what I do is I apply resonance to all the minions around, and I start hitting the minions instead. This will actually allow me, as you can see, do a lot of bounce damage onto Vox. So there you go, everybody. So you saw for yourself that instead of targeting Vox directly, I just went straight for the minions instead. Here is Koshki, who is trying to get me. I'm trying to kite away. I'm trying to ask for Glaive's help, but I think I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just going to go back to lane, and yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to go... Oh, I was just watching out for Glaive, sorry. I was watching out for Glaive while trying to port back. So here I am, finally getting some crystal power. Now, this is the first mistake I kind of made. Instead of buying 2 crystal bits, or more crystal power, I went straight for a Blazing Salvo. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Blazing Salvo. Which I believe made a very big mistake. Because for CP Vox, yeah, you know, because people try to build him in such a way whereby they can have the best of both worlds, where you have the single attack damage plus multiple party damage, and that's why they get the alternating current first, because it gives you some CP and it gives you direct damage onto the enemies. However, that's not the way Vox is built, should be built anymore. He is a different animal altogether now. He needs to have a lot of CP and use the minions, if you're in lane, use the minions to your favor and kind of basically bounce the damage off the minions onto your enemy laner. That is how you're gonna go. And always take team fights in the group. Wait for the team fights to happen, and then go for the tank, the roam, whoever, or basically don't hit directly the person you actually want to kill. That's what all CP Vox is all about. You use the bounce damage to hit the person you want to kill, not directly. So that's my first mistake I made in buying that 1 crystal bit. I believe that is probably not the way to go. So here we go. We're just gonna try to see what we can do to this Vox. Lots of bounce damages. Once again, I'm gonna just go ahead and clear these minions because what I want at the end of the day is money. CP Vox, you just wanna get your money. Don't focus so hard on killing the opposition team because you know they are. You probably won't be able to match up against a weapon Vox early game. So you might want to just stay back, earn the money, and get the items that you need. Don't think too hard about trying to kill off the enemy team. Alright, so here I am, almost level 6, so that's good. I'm just going to port back because the lane is pushed, so I'm just going to go and get a heavy prism. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, so I get a few more potions. There we go. I'm slow as molasses, to be honest. Look at that. I'm like, I don't know why am I so slow. Right, so I'm just gonna go back to lane. My junglers are doing fine so far. They seem to be okay, stealing farm and whatnot. The farm should be in our favor, is it? Yeah, it is, kind of. So that's good, that's good. The junglers are farming up better than the other enemy teams, so that's good. I'm just gonna quickly I'm gonna put all the resonance onto this minion because I want to clear it as fast as we can. Put the pressure onto the weapon Vox right there. And I try to stay away from his resonance as well, although my resonance will hurt much more than his, that's for sure. Okay, so I am now gonna just put out a potion. I got my level 6. I'm gonna go in, and I got a big problem here. I die, although even though I take out the enemy Vox, I die from the Koshka. I didn't know she was in the bush, so that was my bad. Second mistake right there. I got my boots. Now boots, very underestimated item. It gives you health at the same time. It allows you to kite. So don't ever underestimate the importance of boots. That's why I got tier 2 boots early on. My teammates are going for a fight right there in lane. A crystal Taka. It's gonna be really nasty, to be honest. So let's just focus on the task. I'll try to warn Gustav here to stay away. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, so I have to be careful as well. I don't want to be standing too near this weapon Vox. Weapon Vox does hurt. Apply resonance again. He applies resonance to me. I'm gonna get someone him as well. Oh, I didn't. Resonance worn off. That's pretty. Oh, there we go. Koshka's right there. She's always in the bush. So I'm thinking maybe my team should actually go invade the jungle since they're always busy up here in lane. You know, it gives a good chance for you to dominate the jungle and keep Taka from being fed. Unfortunately, I think they see a need to help me in lane as well. So yeah, so you know, I mean, it depends on your decisions at any point in time. Nice jump there by the fortress to try to harass the Vox, sorry. And yeah, so I am just going to make use of this opportunity to go down with fortress to the shop and get some more items. So here I am. I made this mistake of building the alternating current. Now, if you guys ever try to build a Vox, CP Vox, please try something else. Try to resist. I'm sorry about the phone. Try to resist building the what you call that? Alternating current, because it's just, man, it's good, but it's not pushing your potential to the maximum. Okay, so let's just take note of that. Alright, so here I am just gonna clear lane, and Fortress dies from the Taka bleed, so I'm just gonna see what I can do. Put some more bounce damage off onto Koshka, and I mean Vox. He was very low. I just really wanted, if I could have resonance on those minions by that time, I think I might have been able to kill off the Vox right there. Which is unfortunate. I did not get the resonance on the minions when it mattered. But Vox can do very little now to help to stop us from taking this turret, because he's very low on energy and very low on health as well. So we take down the turret, and now we're just gonna back off. We don't want to be fighting this, and I'm just gonna once again apply resonance, let it spread. See, the thing about the resonance now is that I don't have to stand so close to the minions to apply resonance to all of them. I just need to apply resonance to the closest minion I can, and then start hitting that one. The resonance will start bouncing off onto the others. So just take note, that's how it works now, guys. So I'm just gonna clear the lane here. I see my jungler is fighting there. I just want to quickly clear this as fast as I can to head down to help them if they need. So as you can see, I'm signaling to them, if you want to go in, you can go in, because I'm here with you guys. And now I'm just gonna get some more defense, get some more crystals, and my battery. So I see they are not really trying to fight here. So I think, do we want to go for the gold mine? We can go for the gold mine right now if you want. Yeah, okay, so we have time, so let's just go with the gold mine. We do have to be careful though. We don't want to be ambushed at the bush. So I think somebody tries to steal it from us, if not wrong. No? Okay, no, apparently not. I think maybe it's another game that I remembered. Okay, so here I am, just gonna get some more stuff. Batteries is good. Okay, so once again, this is another big mistake because I do realize that now the energy cost for CP Vox is less now. His resonance costs less, and yeah, it costs less energy. So actually, you don't really need to build a bigger battery in the start. Now, what I'm building right now, all these mistakes I'm making is probably would be considered the meta before 1.18, but now it's not. It's like, you know, I personally feel that now looking back at it, it's good to have some more energy. It's not a terrible thing. It's just not the best. You know what I mean? So anyway, Glaive tells me to stay in lane. I don't know why. But you see, because I was a bit afraid that that this Vox might go down and rotate. So here we go. I'm just gonna try to get this. Okay, so here we go. Taka is definitely gonna focus on me. I get very, very low, but I'm gonna turn around and I see Koshka doing her ult, so I'm just gonna use my ultimate in there to apply as much resonance to everyone around. Once I go in with my Sonic Zoom, that is, to just really bounce off the damage, and it did a lot of damage to Taka as well. So, however, we're not able to finish off the Taka. He went poof, and I died because of the resonance from the enemy Vox. So. Now here I am building towards my piercing shard. I built my piercing shard. I'm sorry. Okay, so all's good so far. I just need to be careful of this this CP Taka. That is why I sold all my potions right there and bought that light shield. So because Taka is starting to be a worry, because he's starting to realize he's starting to focus me. That's the bad thing. Because he knows I'm the squishy one, not Glaive. So he's going all out for me now. I need to be careful. I'm gonna leave those minions for Glaive right there because I don't want to be stealing his farm. He didn't really steal mine. So you know, there's no need for me to try to take it from him. I want him to be strong as well. I want my Glaive to be really fed come the team fights. Okay, so looking at it, I'm just gonna stay in lane here in this bush so that the enemies will keep guessing where I am. They probably won't try to do anything silly if they want to fight. I only come out when it's time for me to take the minions, and then, you know, just go back hiding again, because you don't want to be showing yourself too often. If the enemies always know where you are, then they're going to know what to do. You always want to keep them guessing and raise their flares, raise whatever you want, and just, you know, keep the element of surprise. You don't want to be showing yourself so often. Okay. Alright, so we are here in lane. We see them trying to take the lane here. I'm going to try to apply my resonance, and I'm gonna attack Koshka there, because I want to kill somebody else. Koshka is the support in this case, so I go with my ultimate, and I'm gonna keep hitting the Koshka right over there. You can see a lot of bounce damages coming out onto everyone else there. Ooh, then Taka comes in for me. I need to jump out of there. Look at the damage. Look at the bounce damage onto the Vox as well. So yeah, that was really good, but unfortunately not enough CP still. Somehow or another, still not enough. Yeah, so that's what really, yeah, bummed me out. So okay, nonetheless, we are just going to go around the jungle, going to steal whatever we can. Nothing here to steal here. Let's try to take this. Yeah, there we go. So now I got about 1,600 gold, and I'm just gonna quickly buy something here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some more defense against that Taka, and get a potion. That's what I need. I'm gonna see if Fortress wants to take this. So if he's gonna take that, that means it's a queue for me to take it as well, because definitely it's not for Glaive. And I need a regen as well, so I'm just gonna take this too. I hope Glaive doesn't mind, because oh man, I'm low. But with this regen, I should be topped off right now. Okay. All right. So there you go. As you can see, Vox's attack speed is quite good. Even without, I would say, even without an alternating current. Even with just a normal blazing salvo, your attack speed should be sufficient to stutter step and whatnot. So I think perhaps alternating current was not necessary in that case. So alright, so what we're doing here is that we're just waiting in the bush. They flared into the bush. They know we're here. Is what they want to do. So we see them coming in, Koshka coming in, and there goes the ultimate by the enemy Vox, who misses me. It's good. Unfortunately, there we go. My ultimate goes in there. I'm just gonna go focus on this Koshka because the bounces are gonna help me bounce it off somebody else, and that's gonna be really bad for them if they intend to focus me. So there we go. We were trying to go for the Vox, I mean the Taka, but that's not a good choice. Taka does come out. He's a very sneaky Taka. He goes out for this fortress, and you will see in just a while we try to hang around here. I was just trying to see, you know, where he was, and then he comes out, and then here we go. We want to try to take on this Taka, and I apply the resonance onto him. He turns around on me, this is my mistake. I didn't wait for Glaive to be with me for this fight, and I make the mistake here of buying the Eve of Harvest out of desperation. In order to sustain myself when I fight, because I wanted to be able to just, you know, deal the damage to Vox, to Taka, and stay alive because he was definitely nearby. I think I bought it out of desperation. That was my mistake, guys. I meant to buy the Broken Myth, but don't worry, I don't know if I eventually get it, but it's okay. So that was my second mistake. Rightio. I am going to then just gonna wait for my respawn, I guess. There's nothing much for me to do anyway. But this good thing is that the enemy team can't do anything to our objectives because of the lane being pushed. But I suspect they might be taking the Kraken. And that's why I pinged over there. And indeed, no, they weren't taking the Kraken. They decided to abandon the Kraken. So that's okay. That's okay with us because that means that we are all good. We don't have to worry too much about our objectives. And now they look like they want to go fight. So let's go fight then. We're just going to stay in this bush, trying to see what we can steal around here. Fortress spots the enemy team over there. So we're just going to see when we can go in. And I present myself right there, which, yeah, okay, so we're able to take out the Koshka right there, go in with more resonance, and just keep applying to the enemies. So I'm gonna go for Vox now because Taka is a sneaky one, because I want to kill Taka, actually, to be honest. And we do in the end. So I was focusing on Vox. You notice that even though I'm focusing my attacks on Vox, Vox's health doesn't really go down that much. Of course, he's defending against me, but also on top of that, even with my piercing shard, it doesn't really, you know, pierce it that much. And so instead, Taka was getting most of the damage. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna try to take the tower, or the turret. But because I'm a CP Vox, I can't really take towers very well. And in just a while, you will see Koshka coming out here, so I'm just gonna scram. We got the Kraken, so that's good. I am looking to buy something before we go. I think I try to buy an infusion or something. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I do buy an infusion. Yeah, so then I tried to buy the weapon infusion, and only to realize I forgot that in this update they only allow one infusion at a time. Anyway, here's the fight. Going in the resonance, I'm just focusing on Koshka as much as I can. You can see the damage coming out onto the enemies. And we're able to then finish off this particular push with Fortress steal the kill again. We are able to finish off this push with an ace, and the enemy surrenders. So that was a good game by our team. So good job there. So one thing I did right in this game was to not focus on the enemy that I want to kill. I instead try to use my bounces off the enemy that I'm not trying to kill. Which was most of the time was Koshka. So that's one thing I did right. But however, one thing I did notice was that my damage output as a CP Vox, by this time usually my CP Vox would be doing much more damage than usual. So I am suspecting it's because I don't have enough CP. As you know, Vox's his kit now consists of, it has been changed. Whereby his resonance bounce damage is now changed to 80% CR, or crystal ratio. 80% from a usual of, I think it was 30 something% or something like that, and now it's 80%. So imagine if you have more CP, especially in the early game, you're going to deal so much more damage. So I'm suspecting the meta for CP Vox build is going to change a little bit. And if it does, you heard it here first. Or maybe you didn't, but whatever it is, I'm definitely looking at a trend here that I'm not going to say out loud right now because I'm still experimenting. But we're going to see what the meta build would be for this current 1.18 Vox. We'll find out, and very soon you might see yourself banning Vox in draft matches very soon. So okay, so guys, I said enough. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to sign off right now, and I'll probably see you in the next video. Until then, be awesome and stay awesome. Bye bye.